Hello friends, this world is full of secrets. Something happens in the world that shakes our heart and mind. Friends, like there is a human being in the world, there is God, but there is also some unique evil power or soul. In the world, the fight between humans and the devil is going on for ages, which we and you cannot stop. Such suspense thrillers have come up with horror-filled stories. The Night Doorbell presenting The Devil Show.
This story title is Haunted Mansion's Echoes. In the heart of a forgotten village, shrouded by mist and mystery, stood a decrepit mansion known as Blackwood Manor. For generations, the villagers had whispered tales of its haunted past, and the chilling echoes that resonated within its walls. None dared to venture close, for the very air seemed to carry an icy touch that sent shivers down spines. One gloomy autumn evening, a group of adventurous friends decided to challenge the legends and unlock the secrets hidden within Blackwood Manor. Sarah, the intrepid leader, led the way, her flashlight illuminating the path as they approached the eerie mansion. As they crossed the threshold, a chilling wind swept through, carrying whispers that sent a wave of unease through the group. Ignoring the eerie warnings, they ventured deeper into the mansion. The once grand halls were now dimly lit, the walls adorned with faded portraits of long-forgotten faces. The air grew heavier, as if the weight of history itself was pressing down on them. In the heart of the mansion, they discovered a grand ballroom frozen in time. A grand piano stood at the center, its keys seemingly untouched for centuries. Sarah's fingers trembled as she ran her hand across the piano, producing a haunting melody that filled the air. But the notes didn't fade. Instead, they multiplied, echoing through the mansion as if played by an invisible hand. Unease turned to dread as shadows danced across the walls, mimicking the steps of long-gone dancers. The group's bravado wavered, and they exchanged nervous glances. As if in response, the echoes grew louder, drowning out their own whispers. In a desperate attempt to escape, they followed a narrow corridor that led them to a room filled with old mirrors. Each reflection seemed slightly distorted, as if trying to reveal something hidden. Their heartbeats quickened as they realized that the reflections weren't their own, they were the faces of people long lost to time. One mirror, however, remained empty, its surface void of any reflection. Against their better judgment, they approached it, and as they did, a cold voice whispered from within the mirror. "Beware the echoes, for they hold the memories of those who cannot rest." The room darkened, and the mirrors shattered one by one, releasing a chorus of anguished screams that reverberated through the mansion. Sarah clutched her ears, trying to block out the cacophony, but the echoes burrowed deep into their minds, each scream etching itself like a scar. Fueled by terror, they fled the room, stumbling into what appeared to be a forgotten library. Dust-covered tomes lined the shelves, each filled with tales of tragedy and despair. At the center of the room lay a worn journal, its pages filled with the handwriting of a tormented soul. As they read the journal, they uncovered the mansion's tragic history, a family cursed by a vengeful spirit seeking to bind them to the mansion for eternity. The echoes were the voices of the trapped souls, forever replaying their final moments. Their shock turned to determination. Armed with this newfound knowledge, they sought a way to break the curse and free the tormented souls. Guided by the journal, they ventured to the mansion's hidden chamber, where they discovered a forgotten ritual that held the key to salvation. As they performed the ritual, the mansion trembled, the walls groaning as if finally releasing their pent-up agony. The echoes grew fainter, and the faces within the mirrors faded away, replaced by a warm light that bathed the room. The vengeful spirit's power waned, and the mansion's grip on time and space loosened. As the final echo dissipated, the mansion's grandeur was restored, but with an air of tranquility that had eluded it for centuries. The curse was broken, and the souls found their long-awaited peace. With a sense of accomplishment, the friends left Blackwood Manor, its history forever changed by their courage. The village, once gripped by fear, would now share stories of redemption and release, and the haunting echoes would fade into memory, leaving behind a legacy of bravery and triumph. The friends emerged from Blackwood Manor, their hearts heavy with the weight of the horrors they had witnessed. The moon cast an eerie glow on the village as they made their way back, their footsteps echoing a newfound reverence for the past. As dawn broke, the village awoke to a sensation they had not felt in generations, a sense of lightness, as if a heavy fog had lifted. Whispers of the friends' brave encounter spread like wildfire, weaving a tapestry of hope that began to replace the threads of fear that once held the village captive. Sarah, now regarded as a local hero, shared their harrowing tale with anyone who would listen. The journal they had discovered found its place in the village archives, a testament to the resilience of those who had dared to challenge the darkness that had plagued their land. Over time, Blackwood Manor underwent a transformation. The once abandoned mansion became a symbol of the village's triumph over its haunted history. With care and dedication, the villagers restored its former beauty, turning it into a museum that showcased the journey from darkness to light. Visitors came from far and wide to explore the mansion's halls, learning of the bravery that had broken the curse and released the haunting echoes. Tours guided guests through the very rooms where the friends had faced their fears, leaving them with a sense of awe and respect for the power of human courage. Years passed, and the village thrived. The haunting echoes that had once tormented the villagers were now a distant memory, replaced by laughter, music, and the joy of community. Blackwood Manor stood as a reminder that even in the face of the most chilling legends, the strength of human spirit could prevail. Sarah remained close to the village, working tirelessly to ensure that the lessons learned from their encounter were not forgotten. She gave talks at local schools, reminding children that bravery was not the absence of fear, but the ability to face it head-on. As for the friends, their bond grew stronger with each passing year. They often reunited at Blackwood Manor, reminiscing about that fateful night and the journey that had shaped their lives. The mansion, once a place of terror, had become a sanctuary of friendship and shared memories, and so, the legend of Blackwood Manor evolved. No longer a tale of horror, it became a testament to the power of unity, courage, and the indomitable spirit of humanity. The haunting echoes had faded, replaced by the echoes of laughter, joy, and the stories of those who had turned fear into triumph. As the seasons changed, Blackwood Manor became a hub of activity in the village. The once desolate mansion now hosted community events, from art exhibitions to cultural festivals. The grand ballroom, where haunting echoes had once reverberated, now resonated with music and laughter as villagers and visitors alike danced the night away. One autumn evening, a group of teenagers gathered at Blackwood Manor to celebrate the anniversary of the friends' courageous act. Sarah, now a well-respected storyteller, captivated the audience with tales of their daring adventure. As the moon cast a soft glow over the mansion, the teens listened in rapt attention, inspired by the bravery that had shaped their village's history. Among the attendees was a young girl named Emily, known for her curiosity and fascination with the supernatural. Emily approached Sarah after the storytelling session, her eyes shining with excitement. "I want to explore Blackwood Manor just like you did," she said. Sarah smiled warmly and placed a hand on Emily's shoulder. "Remember, courage comes from within. It's not about seeking danger, but about facing it when it comes your way." Intrigued, Emily spent weeks researching the history of Blackwood Manor and the story of the friends who had faced its haunting echoes. She pored over old journals, spoke to village elders, and familiarized herself with every inch of the mansion's storied halls. One evening, Emily stood before the grand doors of Blackwood Manor, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and excitement. She recalled the tales of bravery and the echoes that once filled the air. Armed with knowledge and determination, she stepped inside, her flashlight guiding her way. As Emily explored the mansion, she felt a connection to the past, as if the echoes of the friends' courage were guiding her every step. The grand ballroom felt alive with history, and the mirrors seemed to reflect not just her image, but the spirit of those who had faced their fears before her. In the room that had once held the worn journal, Emily uncovered a hidden compartment. Inside was a letter written by Sarah, addressed to anyone who dared to follow in their footsteps. The letter recounted their journey and offered words of encouragement, reminding Emily that she was never truly alone. As Emily read the letter, a sense of calm washed over her. The echoes that had once terrified her now whispered words of support and strength. She realized that the power of the mansion lay not in its haunting past, but in the lessons it held for those willing to confront their fears. Years later, Emily stood before a new generation of villagers, sharing her own story of exploration and discovery within Blackwood Manor. The mansion had evolved once again, becoming a place of personal growth and transformation. Emily's courage had paved the way for others to face their fears and find their own echoes of strength. And so, the legacy of Blackwood Manor continued to evolve, shaped by the stories of those who had walked its halls. The haunting echoes that had once held the village captive were now a source of inspiration, a reminder that bravery could transform even the most chilling of legends into tales of triumph.
With this story ends here. If you like the story, then like the video and subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to pass it so that you keep getting such interesting stories. Thank you.